Hello GO24 users! In this video we are gonna learn how to efficiently use well correlation panel, which is no-brainer, a useful tool helping GO24 users to analyze multiple vertical and horizontal wells in a cross-section at the same time. Let's get started. Well correlation window is opened by default, but it's always available in data tree under the well correlation folder. Double-click on it to open or create new one by hitting right mouse button on the well correlations folder and selecting Add. You can always rename each correlation panel in the property window below. Within a well correlation panel, you can tick the box that corresponds to any well you want to display from the data tree. To add logs to correlation panel, simply select the track and tick Required logs. You can use scroll wheel to move up and down, and to zoom in and out, use Ctrl+ scroll wheel. Adding an additional track as easy as right-clicking on well header and selecting Add track from the context menu, or pressing Add track button in the property window. Then tick resistivity curve. By default, the scale of each log is set to the minimum and maximum values within that log. To adjust your log scales, you can select the header of the log you want to rescale and enter the min and max values in the property window. Here you can also change the filling, color, width and style of each log. You can change scale type to a logarithmic one for resistivity log. Also, you can use % scale to display stacked area for cuttings. Or discrete value scale to display lithology or saturation interpretation. It's important to understand that you can tune a track and each log separately. To enable track properties, click on Track. To enable log properties, click on Log header. For example, you may keep the track scale linear, while selecting discrete value scale for lithology interpretation log. Moreover, it's possible to edit discrete values on the track. To do so, make sure you have chosen MD as a depth scale and no other log is presented on the track. Right-click on the log header and select Edit Mode. Now you can edit lithology log using left and right mouse buttons to change a filling, or Shift+left mouse button to move edges of the areas or even delete them. You also can undo and redo operations. Using square brackets, you can perform operations for ranges, replacing values or copying them from other discrete curves. Don't forget to finish editing by right mouse clicking on log header and deselecting Edit Mode. To remove and move tracks, use Track Properties. Removing track is also available in Context menu. We can adjust a thickness of each track by selecting the track and typing in track width in the corresponding field. Let's look at the options we have got for the depth scales. A correlation panel can be visualized in MD, TVD or TVD-SS scales. Let's do a correlation in TVD sub C. Let's add another well to our correlation panel. Logs with the same names are automatically formatted in the same way as in the first well. We can change the order of the wells by selecting well header and clicking left and right arrows in the property window. Also, it's possible to add secondary depth scales along with primary one. You may also want to apply some filters to logs to spike, average, or shift the data. To do this, click on log header and go to Filter in the property window. Click on Filter and select the option from drop-down menu. Again, here you can spike, average, or shift the log. Your keen eyes may alert you that the second track still has linear scale. That's correct. Previously, we have changed only resistivity log scale, leaving the track itself linear. Let's fix it. You can see repeating low gamma ray signature here. To add the marker, right-click on track and select Add New Marker. Type in the name of the new marker and click Save. If we look at the data tree, we will see a new marker under the marker folder. If we right-click on Other Well track, you will see an option of choosing the very marker recently added. Now we can flatten our well on this marker to its correlation process. Right-click on the marker and sync by marker. Alternatively, you can add the marker in data tree by right-clicking on Markers folder and selecting Create Marker. Let's add this marker to correlation panel as well. You may fill the zone between two adjacent markers. To do so, right-click on top marker and select Edit. Tick Fill box and choose the color. I recommend applying some transparency here. Click Save and select Fill basket icon on the top of the window. You may make M1 button marker auxiliary marker by ticking corresponding box. Note that filling spreads through auxiliary markers. To enable moving markers, select Marker Moving icon. Now you can drag the markers into the new position. You may also edit each marker depth manually in the property window. If you want to see exact values of the markers, select corresponding icon. To reset depth scale, simply choose the required depth scale option. In our case, it's TVDSS. And right-click on the track. Select Sync by Depth option. Remember, you can move and zoom each well separately. To do so, click on chain icon and move and zoom the well separately. Let's apply default flattening by depth and select Preset Scale by right-clicking on Scale. At the end of the video, let's display oil-water contact and structural surfaces. If the structural surfaces don't match corresponding markers, you may need either to correct markers or consider surface update, which is also possible in GO24 software. We will discuss it later. In the next video, we will talk on working with maps. If you enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn. And if you really enjoy seeing here, please consider demo request of geosteering software GO24. We will answer you right away and you will get your demo from us. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye!